Hey there, everybody. Today we're going to go into what you can expect when moving to or living in Park City, Utah, the real pros and cons. But most importantly, I'm going to cover what you'll hate about living in Park City, Utah. So stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Greg Spackman. I'm with the Living in Salt Lake City channel. So if you want to learn everything about what it's like to live here, eat here, sleep here, and even play here in the Salt Lake City, especially the Park City area, then click the subscribe button and the bell to be notified every time I do new videos. I've been getting a ton of people that are just like you that have been reaching out to me about making that move to Park City, and I absolutely love it. So give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, and let's get you on your way here to Park City, Utah. Pro number one of living in Park City, Utah is going to be your world-class ski resort. So I'm sure you're aware, but you have Park City and Deer Valley that are right here in town. This is a huge reason of why you choose to live here, so you can enjoy all the skiing, snowboarding every year. They're building this brand new resort called Mayflower that will be the first world-class alpine village to be developed in North America since 1981. Holy cow. They have not really built anything in 40 years. Well, they're building it right here in Park City. So if everything goes according to plan, you'll be able to use those first lifts in 2024. There's some great mountain biking that you're going to be able to do and hiking that's here in the summer as well. So it's not just skiing and snowboarding that you can do with the mountains. Con number one for living in Park City, Utah is going to be your snow. And so dealing with the snow in your yard, driving in it, shoveling it, it gets in your house, it gets in your car, it gets everywhere, but know that it's awesome. And that's why you're going to want to live in Park City, is because of the snow. So you just have to adjust and deal with that. If you already come from somewhere where it snows all the time, then that won't be an issue at all. You'll be used to how to deal with that. Know that they do a fabulous job keeping the roads clear for you. Just invest in a snowblower for your own yard. But other than that, the snow is amazing, and it's definitely not some reason that you wouldn't live there, but that's why it's a con, just because you got to deal with the snow. Pro number two is your outdoors, your hiking, your biking, your fishing. Heck, you can fly fish, and there's a place up there I've been meaning to go to learn how to fly fish. Do you know how to fly fish? You can camp, you can snowshoe, snowboard, snow ski, cross-country ski. You can tube down the mountains. You can bobsled. And you can even tube on the lake, of course. But there's a ton of things that you're going to be able to do in the outdoors. You got Jordanelle Reservoir that's 20 minutes away. You're going to be able to do everything in the outdoors. Heck, you can even hunt for elk or moose or deer. Everything that you want to do in the outdoors, Park City has, and more. Con number two, and something you will have to adjust and deal with, well, it depends on what type of business that you're in, but tourism. And people flood Park City both in the summer and in the winter. They typically fall and spring, it's less tourism. Just know Park City was built on having tourism, so that's part of its thing and how it's been able to grow and add all the restaurants and shopping and everything that it has. So it's something you're going to dislike, but it's needed to keep the town alive and growing, and really it's not that bad. Pro number three of living in Park City, Utah is going to be your good schools. So if you have children or a need for schooling, they have great schools. I can't speak to them myself, so you can look that up on niche.com and great schools and a bunch of other websites, but they have good private schools, daycares, Montessori's, charter schools. Everything is rated really, really good. And anything that I've heard from clients and everything that live up in Park City, they absolutely love the schooling in Park City. Con number three of living in Park City is going to be your commute. And the commute down to Salt Lake City, somewhere in the 45-minute to an hour and a half range, depending upon the time of year and the weather and traffic, whether there's an accident. But you're going to have to deal with Parley's Canyon often, which is also called White Knuckle Mountain. People do like 90 miles an hour down this steep highway, and you're going to see that. It's really not a bad drive except certain times during winter, and especially after a snowstorm. But living in Park City, I would highly, highly recommend that you have a 4x4 or an all-wheel drive vehicle car. And then snow tires is also a plus. And you just switch those out when the snow comes and then switch back to your normal tires. But you can get around without a four-wheel drive car. I just recommend it. If you can have at least one of your vehicles have it, it would be definitely much more beneficial, and I feel safer. Pro number 4 is the food scene, and there's some amazing and great places to eat. My wife and we just went to this really cool Mexican place that our daughter recommended called Billy Blanco's. So if you have a chance, check that place out. It has good food, and the overall atmosphere of the place is super, super cool. And there's just a number of really cool restaurants that are all over Park City for you to pick. Pretty much every restaurant is going to be good, or else they won't be able to stay there due to the high cost. But there's lots and lots of good places to eat, and the food scene is excellent in Park City. Pro number 5 and con number 5 is the housing in Park City. So it's really, really difficult to get anything under $700,000, and anything really under that price point is going to be a condo or a townhome. If you're really wanting some sort of nice home, you're going to be in the $1.5 to $3 million range. And you could definitely spend more than that to be in one of the luxury gated community neighborhoods, or to be on one of the places where you can ski from your house onto the slopes and then ski all day and then take that lift back home, which would be amazing, of course. Let's check out what some of the home prices are on my website, thespackmangroup.com, right now in Park City. All right, so I did a quick search for newest homes. 356 homes are for sale in Park City currently. And, you can see this one here is $4.5 million. Here's 1.9, 1.3, 4 million, 1, 2, 3, 6. Here's a one-bedroom condo, $499. There's 2.5, 5.5, 1.4, 1.1. So far we haven't seen really anything other than a couple condos under $1 million. 389, 1.2, 2.6, 6.2. Here's 12 million. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of an idea, but you're looking over $1 million for sure to get some sort of home in Park City, Utah. And while that's a con, it's also a pro. Weather. So weather can be a pro and a con, but it can hit 90s in the summer. Typically it's in the 80s. It can be below zero in the wintertime, but overall you're going to really love the weather here in Park City, Utah, especially if you love snow, and hopefully you do, because it wouldn't be the best place to move to in the snow unless you plan to live somewhere else during that time of year. Can you deal with lots of snow and cold winters? The spring, summer, fall are amazing in Park City. We go to Park City often to get away from the 90, 100 degree weather we have in Harriman, but it is amazing. Everything that I know about the weather and being up in Park City all seasons, it's awesome. Couple of things people have asked me about the Sundance Festival. Yes, it gets more people to Park City, Utah. It can be crowded, but have you ever been to Sundance? It'd be a super cool place to go. I've been asked, can you grow a garden? Yes, you can actually grow a garden. It's more challenging, and there's certain things you can and can't grow due to our shorter growing season, but you can definitely grow a garden. Traffic at times can be awful. Just know that it can take you forever to go. A quarter mile can take an hour just because of the amount of cars. Do you like to golf? There are some amazing golf courses in Park City as well. These are just some of the things that you need to know about living in Park City, Utah. If you're considering relocating or buying a second, third, fourth, fifth, 20th home, well, Park City is a great place. So reach out to me, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, and I'll help you find the best place. Until next time, be rad.